You are now running wild with the most underrated wrestling podcast in the world. That's right, WellsMania podcast. It's on my hat. It's on my shirt. I've even got this really cool chain from Trophy Smack. And if you want WellsMania podcast merch, you can go to brainbustertees.com and buy it. My family greatly appreciates it. This right here, episode 209 of WellsMania podcast, only on YouTube. So do me a favor and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. This is an idea that I have been wanting to do for a very long time. And to quote The Rock, finally, the Indiana content wrestling creators, did I say that right? Indiana wrestling content creators assemble. So I'm going to bring them up right here. We got Stone Payne Productions, we got Pluggo, we got Howse, and we've got Wheezy Blonde. Talk about a Fab Five right here. Oh my God, it's happening. Oh my God, it's happening. What's the procedure? Stay calm. Stay fucking calm.
Can I ask who dropped out of this that I made the cut?
That would be DC Hendrix.
No. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. DC's the man. I was like, this isn't computing, but thanks for
knowing. Pluggo, bro, dude, don't sell yourself short, man.
I love you, dude.
You're doing damn good things over there between two beards. So
who else lives in Indy? What other creators live in Indy?
Well, we've got Tanner Lee from the OTM,
the Kicking Out podcast guys. Yeah, OTM, the on the pod. Yeah, there's as well. Kyle,
and then DC Hendrix, who is up in Fort Wayne, Indiana. But those are the only two that I might be missing. I'm sure there's quite a few more, but you all, Pluggo, Payton, Con, Wheezy, you're like the Mount Rushmore of Indiana wrestling content creators.
Not a Mount Rushmore. Oh, God.
Sorry.
Oh, Lord.
You just stirred the pot there with that.
Sorry about that. But yes, Indiana. So Payton and I, we are in Greenwood, Indiana, which is just a little south of Indianapolis. That's why I always say that Indianapolis is my home city, because when I say Greenwood, not everybody knows where that's at. Dare I say my hometown of Whiteland, Indiana. People are like, where the hell's Whiteland, Indiana? It's a little south of Greenwood, Indiana. So I'm going to go around the horn here. Pluggo, where in Indiana are you based out of? What are you repping?
I am from South Bend, Indiana, and for people like you that don't know, that go South Bend, Indiana, where's that? I got to say Notre Dame country, because I'm right down the road from the Dome. Or if you do the Michigan thing, I go, I'm right under here. You know, because okay. So South Bend represent 574.
And Wheezy Blonde, you're right up there with Pluggo, right?
574, baby. Yeah.
That's right. We roll deep.
We're on the line. We're up here.
Michiana represent.
Beyond popular belief, Wheezy Blonde is not in Michigan, even though she's a massive Detroit Lions fan.
Yeah, everyone thinks I'm from Detroit.
We don't hold that against her.
Yeah.
You hail from the great state of Indiana. And making his WellsMania podcast debut, I mean, this has been a long time coming. He is the host of the In Your House Wrestling podcast. Howse, dude. First of all, dude, I don't know why our schedules have never aligned, but today
I don't understand.
On episode 209, we changed that, brother. And where are you at in Indiana? You're not too far away from Payton and I believe.
No, I'm not. I'm actually in McCorridgeville, Indiana, right outside of Indianapolis, over by the Lawrence area. I'm usually at a Pacer game or something like that, you know. So I'm always hanging out and checking out some wrestling shows. And yeah, I'm excited for the Expo, man. I'm excited for this conversation with all of these amazing content creators that's going to be there, man. It's a vibe, bro. I've been looking forward to this all week.
Yeah, dude, vibe is a great way to put it. It is a vibe having all you here running wild on episode 209 of WellsMania podcast. This is the Avengers episode of WellsMania. I feel like we are all superheroes uniting together, ready to go kick Thanos' ass. So I'm just very appreciative that you all took the time out of your busy lives to run wild here with me right
behind
now.
The four of you, like, get him.
right.
You guys got this.
You bring up McCordsville. There's actually a really trendy barbecue joint in McCordsville that I've been wanting to try. I think it's called Tracks, maybe?
Tracks Barbecue, yeah, man. Tracks,
okay.
check it out. Come on. You need to have some of that, bro. They got some fire barbecue over there, some rib tips. Forget about it, dog. For real.
Dude, I love barbecue. Barbecue is on my, sorry, Wheezy. Barbecue's on my Mount Rushmore of food. It's right up there with Mexican food and Chinese, Japanese food. And of course, just good old fashioned, cheeseburger.
There's not a food you don't like. I've seen you eat. It's fine.
There's nothing wrong with that. Hey.
There he is.
I ain't even mad.
Hey.
I once watched this dude spend $60 at Arby's on himself.
My man.
We've got the meats.
First of all, yeah, how? Second of all, Jack Black once said, "I like to eat." Is that a crime?
Arby's is expensive. I mean,
it is expensive.
It is.
That was back in our New Wave Pro days.
Yeah. We just got,
New Wave Pro. I see. I feel all right.
We just
I remember when y'all was over in New Wave Pro.
I was hungry. I built up an appetite, and there was an Arby's right there. And yeah, it was a very pricey night that night after New Wave Pro. But now I'm a dad, so I literally just eat anything and everything. I need to get back in ring shape because I've got a really cool booking that I'm doing in Ohio. Mega Mondo will be a participant in the Harambe Battle Royal.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God.
R.I.P. Never forget. Harambe, you a real one.
In a city in Ohio I've never heard of. Batvia. I don't even know where the hell this place is.
It's right around Cincinnati, bro. I believe it's right around Cincinnati where Harambe's incident happened.
I love the independent wrestler mindset of like, I don't know where the hell it's happened. I'm taking that booking. I'll figure it out.
It's 2 hours from Indianapolis. I'll be there. And when you think of Harambe, you think of gorillas. When you think of gorillas, you think of the half man, half gorilla Mega Mondo. So it made way too much sense for Spot Monkey Promotions to book WellsMania. So shout out to Spot Monkey Promotions over there in Batvia. Am I even saying the city right?
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, all we gotta do is put in a little Google.
That would imply that I touch grass and know where things are at.
Oh, touching grass! I'm glad you brought that up because Wheezy touching grass. This is.
I'm a great segue guy.
A great segue, and we will get the Squared Circle Expo eventually. But Wheezy Blonde, can you tell us a little bit more about touching grass and how excited you are for this podcast? I believe.
Are we talking about the act of touching grass, or are we talking about the podcast I'm launching that's called Touching Grass?
Both.
Okay. Touching grass can be a definition that you come up with yourself, whatever that means to you. So touching grass means going outside. It means stepping away from your desk. It means putting down your phone, putting down whatever it is that you are letting consume your attention and letting we can say the voices of the internet maybe swaying how you react to things that are happening in your life in a negative way. So going outside, having fun, putting your phone down, touching grass, just doing stuff.
I like that.
Yeah. So I started a little segment sometime last year that was called Touching Grass, and it basically poked fun at the minute little arguments that people on the internet would get into, and I would just kind of have them take a step back and be like, "Okay, not that big of a deal. Let me be for real with you for 5 seconds because you're living in Delulu land, and I don't want you to live in Delulu land." So the premise of me launching a whole podcast about it is, without giving away too much, it's just going to be talking about things that have to do with stepping outside of normal mindsets that we get into, or not only that, but perusing maybe someone's hobbies that you might know that don't pertain to what you know them for.
I like that concept. I like that concept a lot. And here you got 4 potential future guests for the Touching Grass podcast. So if you ever need any of us, we're right there for you. I think
Always down. Always.
there's
down.
a lot more to all of us than outside the squared circle.
Let's hope everyone listens to it, because the IWC needs to touch more grass.
In a big way.
Yeah.
In a real way.
The IWC
coming from you, nerd. That's real rich.
I don't think the IWC knows what grass is.
No. Haven't been
No, they get real mad about it.
Haven't been out of their parents' basement in a very long time.
Hey, listen, they haven't touched grass, but they can book a show better than you, me, and everybody else, even WWE.
Right.
Come on now.
They do.
Right.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Nope.
But we look forward to that, Wheezy. That's a really cool concept, and I think you're the perfect person to host something like that, because I enjoyed your touching grass skits that you would post, and I'm not alone. It took on a life of its own, and I think people are going to be very pleased that there will now be a Touching Grass podcast coming soon in 2026, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Soon. Thanks for asking.
That's what we're here for. I'm trying to be a positive force in the IWC, in the pro wrestling world. It's something that I've prided myself on, ever since I started WellsMania podcast, because there's way too many toxic and negative just people, not just wrestling fans, but people in general. So that's why I've gravitated to each and every single one of you, because you all bring a positive light to this industry, and we need more people like the 5 of us here, the Indiana wrestling content creators.
The crossroads of America, baby.
We put Indiana on the map. We are so damn underrated. I know I say I'm the most underrated wrestling podcast, but we are so damn underrated in the state of Indiana. It's a hotbed for pro wrestling. I know Con Howse preaches this all the time on the In Your House Wrestling podcast, but we are so underrated when it comes to wrestling. Anytime WWE or AEW or any independent wrestling promotion puts on a show in our state, we put on. Our fans go above and beyond. We get rowdy, we get wild. It turns out to be a party wherever we are in the state of Indiana, and we've got all quarters of the state represented pretty well right here. And speaking of the state of Indiana, here we go. We're diving right into this weekend. Friday, March 27th, Saturday, March 28th, Wyndham, Indianapolis West. It is Squared Circle Expo 6. And I look forward to Squared Circle Expo every single year. Payton and I, we have been there since the very beginning. We were there at the very first Squared Circle Expo, and we have been to every single one since. So I'm going to go around the horn here. Pluggo, how many Squared Circle Expos have you been to?
This would be my first.
Oh, we got a rookie over here.
I've never gone. It's just I've always wanted to go. It's always been on my to-do list, but I am a father. I have 4 kids. Baseball season is usually kicked off, or whatever sporting event that the kids are in is kicking off like right around now. This just happened to be the first weekend, and I just found out literally. I think I DM'd you guys and told you I was going on Friday for sure. Like earlier this week or late last week, because I the schedule dropped and we're not starting anything until the following week. And I was like, perfect, let's do this. So I'm a rookie in the game. I've never been to one. I'm very excited. So if anybody wants to let me tag along with them and show me the ropes so I don't get lost and end up, in, some hotel room by accident or something. I don't even know, if I get lost in the city of Indianapolis, I might need help.
Well,
we got you, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. But I'm very excited to take this on. And that Black Label Pro show is looking awesome. I can't wait to check that out as well.
Yeah. Black Label Pro, they put on a lot of great bangers, and they never disappoint at Squared Circle Expo. So, Pluggo, this will hype you up. I mean, you're part of this episode. The viewers out there watching who might also be first-timers, they can now relate to what you're going to be experiencing.
We can figure it out together, fam.
Absolutely. What about you, Con? How many Squared Circles have you been to?
First time squared circle.
Yes.
We got another first timer.
Rookie in the game, but I took it a step further because not only am I attending both days, but In Your House has a table there, a vendor table, and we'll be doing many interviews, many live shows, doing a lot of things. I got my whole team coming out. I've got In Your House members coming from Elkhart, In Your House members coming from Kokomo. I got In Your House members coming from Illinois, coming from Michigan. We have got In Your House HQ established. We got an Airbnb right outside of the airport. So, yeah, it's going to be wild, bro. It's going to be my first time. We got the table. We're doing interviews. I've already got many names already locked in, such as one half of the NWA Women's Tag Team Champions. Marty Bell is going to be at the In Your House table for an interview. Independent wrestler Lord Crew is going to be in the mix. AEW and Ring of Honor's Billy Starks is going to come on Saturday, and we're going to interview with her. So that's going to be another one. Locking in, I'm locking in a lot of names, man, to come over to the table and talk with us. Jack Vaughn's going to be over at the table. First time, but bro, I'm blowing up in a major way.
You are. It's wild that this is your first time. Go ahead, Payton.
So you're the one that stole our booth spot.
My bad, bro. No, I got it back in like October though, dog. Like a long time ago.
We've hosted a booth, I believe, 4 of the 6 now expos, and
that's tight.
This year it's like they sold out so quickly. I didn't even know they had went on sale yet, and by the time I looked, I was like, oh, they're already gone. I guess no booth this year.
I think you were on another vacation when
I think I was out of town or something.
You got a lot of vacation days over there. You're currently down there in Florida right now, Lucky.
I do, and then I'll be in Vegas in a few weeks too. So it's
living the life, living the life,
bro.
Con, I'm very excited that for whatever reason I thought that you had attended in the past. But the fact that this is also going to be your first time with Pluggo, I am beyond excited for both of you. Because this, to me, and I say this time and time again, and I'm not blowing smoke up Ed or Adolfo's ass when I say this, but Squared Circle Expo is the best damn wrestling convention, expo, experience. Outside of WWE, it doesn't get any better than Squared Circle Expo. Now, I know she's a veteran of Squared Circle Expo because her and we share a Squared Circle Expo moment that I don't know if it'll ever be topped, and we'll talk about that here in just a second. But Wheezy, how many Squared Circle Expos have you been to?
Okay, you have me sitting here actually thinking because I don't know. I think it's 4. I was thinking I went to their second one, but I think maybe the third one was my first. I can't remember. So I think this is my 4th. Yeah, It's been crazy to watch it. It's so insane because, I mean, if I was at the second or third, I remember thinking like how small and intimate it was, and now word has gotten out how well run of a convention it is, and there's so many people that come through now, and it's so exciting. It also always makes me a little bit apprehensive because you've got people from out of state coming in and all of that, so you're just like, behave because that's the thing about it being so intimate is you will get on the elevator and you're going to be on the elevator with God knows who. You're going to be bumping elbows with them, so knowing how to conduct yourself, even though we're fans, like knowing how to conduct yourself around people is very, very, very important. It's the only thing that worries me. But Adolfo and Ed are always amazing and incredible to me. And I'm very, very excited to be there and go. Got some cool stuff lined up.
And we'll get into that, what we're all doing. I know Con, he's so excited he went ahead and told us what to expect at the In Your House Wrestling podcast.
I didn't give it all away.
Perfect. And I don't want you to give it all away if there's some surprises that you want to keep for people that you only find out if you go. Yep. So don't reveal all of what's behind the curtain in gorilla position. But Wheezy, we got to tell. I mean, Payton's heard this story a million times, but Pluggo and Con, you guys might not be too in tune to what happened to Wheezy and I. So I wanted to do an interview with the legendary GOAT Wheezy Blonde and finally tracked her down. And finding Wheezy at a Squared Circle Expo is like trying to find It's trying to find Waldo because Wheezy, you're all over the place.
Yeah.
I mean, you are in this hallway, you are in this hallway, you are in this
I do
hallway.
laps.
You do.
Yeah.
It's why you're in great shape because you're getting a lot of cardio in throughout the Wyndham Indianapolis West.
I know
Well,
too many people. I could be like, God, over here.
You do. I found you. And I asked you kindly. I was like, Wheezy, I know you're busy. Can I get, just a couple minutes of your time to do an interview? You said yes. We're standing there. I'm interviewing you. And then all of a sudden, Pluggo, take a wild guess who crashed.
I saw the video, so I'll let the others
You already
guess.
know.
Yeah.
Did you see this video by chance?
I haven't.
Eric Bischoff, Easy himself. Eric Bischoff crashes Wheezy and I's interview. He shakes my hand. He says, what we got going on here? And I'm like, I'm WellsMania. I'm interviewing Wheezy Blonde. He's like, Wheezy Blonde, she's the only reason why I came over here. And then he, laughs, and then he looks at Wheezy, and then he walks away. And I look at Wheezy, and I'm like, I can't believe that just happened. But that is Squared Circle Expo in a nutshell right there.
Yeah.
You literally, like Wheezy said, you don't know who you're going to be riding up the elevator or riding down the elevator. You don't know who's going to be in the bar when you go into the hotel bar. You don't know who's going to be where. So you got to keep your head on a swivel because there are going to be over 100 wrestlers, legends, superstars, literally all over the Squared Circle Expo, Wyndham, Indianapolis West. And Wheezy said intimate. It is so intimate how this convention is. And Ed Gonzalez, aka Ed Goatzales, he was on episode 208 of WellsMania podcast, and he described it as it's an experience. And I love that. Yeah, it's more than a convention and an expo. This is it's an experience. And Pluggo, Con, I'm so excited for the both of you to get that experience because y'all are great at what you do. You're damn good at what you do. And I'm really excited for you guys to continue to build your brand, get your personalities out there, and just get people more in tune to who you guys are because social networking is at an all-time high at the Squared Circle Expo.
That's what
Wheezy, tell us, what do you have in store for your fans and those who will be wanting to know what's Wheezy Blonde up to at Squared Circle Expo? What do you got planned?
I would love to be able to act like I have this lineup of shit that's like really exciting and that everyone I'm fucking making moves. Bitch, I show up.
We're just going to interview each other.
I show up and I luckily, which is awesome, the networking I've done and the connections I've made the last however many years I've been doing this. I'm working with a couple different promoters now, so I'm getting to know more of talent and things like that, and I can go and talk to some of them. I like to interact with the fans that are there. That's my favorite thing to do. Sure. I think I get more out of that. I like to ask about their experiences, and it's almost like, especially when you go to somewhere in Indiana, I see the same people everywhere. Like you said, Indiana fans show up everywhere. So I see the same lot of people everywhere that I go. And it's almost like I get to kind of catch up with them. And especially this convention, I've seen them every year. But you'll see, I'll be live streaming a little bit from there. I'll do a vlog. I'll do some funny stuff. I'll have some content or interviews, maybe with a few wrestlers. We'll see. I just I go off of what feels good in the moment, because I've learned with the way that my brain works and the way that things are, if I plan something, it's not going to go to plan. So I just kind of fly by the seat of my pants.
You're not wrong, because I'm right there with you. My ADHD brain, just as much as I want to stay one track mind and focus, my brain operates totally different. So I totally get where you're coming from. You want to go this way, you want to go that way, you want to go 100 miles per hour, and then you want to slow down, but then your body's like, no, there's no time. But we're all excited, Wheezy. We're all excited for everything that you're about to do this weekend. And speaking of what you're about to do, I saw you break this news. You will be out there in Las Vegas hosting a watch party, Stratisfaction, at Mandalay Bay. So congratulations on landing that. That's really cool, Wheezy.
Thank you. Thanks. I'm excited. Yeah, I get to work with that team and with Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus is doing a whole weekend of her first Crush tour at Mandalay Bay. This particular watch party is at Flankers. It's a sports bar that's part of Mandalay Bay. And yeah, I get to do what I do already, but just live. It's the second watch party I've ever done in Vegas. I did one last year too. And then I'll also be working with WrestleCon again as well. So I like the convention scene. I enjoy getting to work around it and other people. It's just it's a lot of fun. I'm a social being.
Well, and you deserve it. You deserve it because, like I said, you're damn good at what you do, and I'm glad that other promotions are seeing that and they're wanting you. And you talk about Trish Stratus. Yes, I think Payton. I said I had a crush on Trish Stratus. I'm a married man now, so I can't say I have a crush on Trish. I had a crush on Trish. So she's actually
I have a crush on Trish.
There we go.
Hello.
I mean, when you think about first crushes, yes, Trish Stratus, I mean, she's right up there with Kelly Kapowski, Topanga from Boy Meets World.
I knew you were going to say Topanga.
Kimberly, the Pink Power Ranger.
Kimberly, yeah.
Miss Elizabeth. I mean, I'm almost 40, so Pluggo, you probably have those same crushes as I did growing up in the 90s.
What are you talking about, brother? I watched them shows for the plot, my guy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The plot.
What are you? I'm a happily married man too. What are you talking? You trying to get me in trouble?
You mean to tell me that Power Rangers had a plot?
I didn't really watch the Power Rangers, to be honest with you. So,
oh, dude, you need to go back, man.
The saga of Tommy and Kimberly.
Yeah, come on, man.
Hello. The evil Green Ranger?
Knows. Even Wheezy knows, Pluggo.
Sorry, no.
And she was born like after the Power Rangers.
During.
Ooh, man.
Because Pluggo and I, we're the elder statesmen on.
Yeah. Wait a call me out like that, honey. I don't support this message. I don't know what you're talking about.
Speaking of
the only crush I've ever had is Mrs. Pluggo.
Speaking of Mrs. Pluggo, shout out to Mrs. Pluggo, by the way.
Shout out to her, yes.
When I went to go type in your name on Twitter, Mrs. Pluggo is atop of your name.
She's slowly becoming more popular than I am, and I'm okay with that. She's everyone's favorite. Everybody, always goes, man, that's your wife? Good for you, bud. Nobody ever says, hey, Mr. the Pluggo's your husband? Good for you. No, that never comes out of anybody's mouth. She's nice. Man. She was nice enough to let me go all weekend. Right now, I only got Friday locked in, but she was like, you could go. It's expensive down there in Indy. So if anybody has a couch, and I'll take an ottoman, a love seat, and maybe I'll go both days. But she's awesome, man. And she's becoming more, like I said, more famous than me. She might end up doing this podcast one day, and I'll be the one, watching the kids.
Should get the significant others of the guests to come on, and my wife can host.
She would absolutely love this. Like, I know, like, I've taken her to a couple events. She's not a wrestling fan, and she just kind of like gets in awe, and she's just like, this is what you do? And I'm like, yep. And then she's just like, it's just a vibe, and she loves it. She get like, when you go to these events and you yell out a certain chant, everybody chants it back to you. She's like, this is crazy to me. And I'm like, welcome to wrestling. So,
yeah. Well, it's funny because last year I went to Vegas, got married to my wife out there, and then she went to WrestleMania with me, and she actually had the time of her life. I mean, she had never been to WrestleMania before. That was her first time, and she was so into it both nights. So I tried so hard to, like WWE, run it back. But we now have a kid. And as you know, Pluggo and Con, when you have children, it changes your whole life. And now I have to live vicariously through Payton and Wheezy, who will both be out there running wild in Las Vegas, Nevada.
That's dope. It's still dope though. Listen, my wife will come on. My wife has been on many episodes of In Your House. So I was fortunate. My wife was a wrestling fan before I even met her.
Jackpot.
Like, bro, I went like when we first started dating and whatnot. I went in her room. She had Lita posters all up on the wall, bro. She had like Trish Stratus, Chris Jericho. I'm like, whoa, hold up. I did not expect none of this. Close the door right now, ma'am. All right, close the door right now because this is incredible. But yes, she would host the show. She would kill it. Yeah, Mrs. House would kill it.
You did it different. You did it different than I did, right? So, like, I was smart, and I didn't really tell her how much I loved this crazy sport until after I put the ring on it, and then it's harder for her to get out of the deal.
We're married now, babe.
But yeah, I was like, now we're in this, right? And like when I started the content creation space, like I kept it super hush hush because I was like, if I fall out of this in like 6 months, I don't want to make a big deal about it, right? I want to make sure that this is something I truly want to do and truly love. So one day I'm like tweeting on my phone in my fake, like my non-existent account, and she looked over my shoulder and I did the like hide my phone thing.
Who are you talking to?
She goes, who are you talking to? And I go, no, nobody. She goes, why are you being weird? And I was like, look, I'm just, and I was like, hey, hi, I'm Pluggo, a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
She's like, wait a minute, you're tweeting about wrestling and you thought that was embarrassing to tell me? And I was like, in this context, 100%. But now she's just like, okay, what are you doing this weekend?
Yeah,
all right, have fun.
She's in it. She co-signed on that.
She gets it now.
But Wheezy, your other half, is it fiance? You guys are engaged, correct?
We're married.
That's right. You're married.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Dang, Wells, get the internet, bro.
About to be married, 7 years, I think.
Wow, that's engaged. Come on, Wells, do your homework here. Let me rewind the tape here. So Wheezy, you've been married for 7 years.
Yes.
To your husband, but he's not really that big into wrestling either. I think he made his debut at Squared Circle Expo. What was it? Was it last year or the year before?
I think it might have been the year before, maybe 2 years ago. Yeah, not a wrestling fan. He didn't know that I was a wrestling fan until we've been together 14 years, guys. Like maybe 4 or 5 years in. He started working nights and he came home and I was watching, well, before he left, actually, I was watching SmackDown, I think. And he just was like, what are you doing? Nothing. Nothing. Why are you here? He's
like nothing.
What?
Yeah, and
he
then
finds out in year 5 that you are a diehard wrestling fan. What a way to find that out in year 5.
You got to get him hooked first, and then let him know.
Yeah.
He's such a good sport. He likes going to live events. He's not going to sit and watch a 3-hour, 2-hour show every week. We've tried to watch all kinds of different things. There's things he likes. There's things he doesn't like. It's not his world, but he's supportive of it, and he goes with me. Like a Squared Circle Expo, he's sitting at the bar with me and offering people shots. He has no idea who they are. Matt Riddle, Nick Nemeth, and he's like, "Who's that?" I'm like,
who's that
Nobody.
guy? He's a wrestler, right?
Like, stop talking to them. But they end up. Everyone loves him though because he has no clue who they are, and they can tell that he has absolutely no idea.
Yeah, I liked him when I met him. I thought he was a really cool dude, and I'm like, you know what? Thank you for supporting her and her passion and dream. It's hard to find significant others that do that because I mean I'm very lucky with my wife.
Yep, same brother.
Yeah. Your guys' wives, they support you. My wife does me. Now we talk about things that we watch. This is a good segue to Payton over there. Payton, I know you're the only single one on the pod.
I know. I'm over here. I'm like, okay.
But I have an idea.
These guys sound terrible. Marriage is
this just hit me. So my wife and I, we watched The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Okay,
of course you do.
And it's drama. You talk about pro wrestling. It's pro wrestling with Mormons. There's storylines. There's scripts. There's betrayal. There's all sorts of chaos. And the number one person who is the most messed up on that show is Taylor Frankie Paul. And she was just supposed to be the Bachelorette, Payton. So that season with Taylor Frankie Paul, it got canceled because she had a little domestic incident, a real life domestic incident with one of her baby daddies, Dakota. That dude is messed up too. So anyways, my idea, and Pluggo, Con, and Wheezy.
I was gonna say, how is this transitioning to me? What are you getting at here?
you all can join me. WellsMania podcast presents Wrestling the Bachelor. And Payton, you are going to be the Bachelor. And this is a way for you to find somebody else who loves pro wrestling. And it could be your future Mrs. Stone Payne Productions.
I'm excited for the
Bachelor.
This is incredible.
I see it. I'm excited for all of the ladies that are just there to be famous.
As great an idea as it is, I doubt you're going to find anybody walking around Squared Circle Expo.
Oh,
so
this is going to be a trial
selling
run.
yourself short. There's somebody out there for everybody. Look at Flavor Flav.
Hey, look, I'm just telling you, man. I've been to this expo. I've seen the crowd.
You know what, Payton?
You gotta open up your mind, Payton.
You never
it's
know.
About you gotta open up your mind.
Your one could be there this week at the Indianapolis West Airport West, whatever the hotel's called nowadays.
It could be, but I have one quest this weekend, and that is to deal with my carrying cross problem.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Maybe you should forget about the carrying cross problem. Focus on love. I feel like one of those will end up better than the other.
One, I can't because
just to say it.
if we're talking about things that we have planned, I do have a interview scheduled with Killer Cross this weekend.
Hey.
I did manage to lock that down.
Hell yeah.
Mainly because he owes me because he about tore my head off a few years ago for real.
Have you guys seen that video, Pluggo, Con, and Wheezy? Have you seen Payton get choked out by carrying cross?
I have not, but it is now on my to-do list.
I'm going to send it to each of you. Enjoy. Because I was the cameraman behind, and if you could see my face, my jaw done hit the floor. I was like, holy shit.
My whole body about hit the floor. It was rough. Long story short, I went up to him, and he was like, hey, do you want to get put in the cross, Jack? I was like, sure, great, let's do it.
He's offering.
And then he was like, oh, but we're going to do it for real. Like, it's not going to be just like a fake thing. Like, I'm actually going to put you in it, and you either black out or you tap out. And when I felt my neck pop as he lifted me off the ground and I about blacked out, I lasted, I don't know, maybe 2 seconds before I had to tap.
If that, so, I mean, you tap very quick, very quick.
I don't blame you there.
It was rough, but but we've been bonded ever since that. Well, I feel like we're boys.
Yeah, you're boys now.
You just
carrying cross. He almost got you.
I was the
almost got you again.
So what'd you call us, boys?
That was weird.
Oh no!
Like a DJ track.
What's happening? We lost Payton.
Carrying cross said,
dude.
Bye,
that was definitely carrying cross.
Yeah. Carrying cross's ears were burning. All right, Payton's back. Payton's back. Are you okay? Is carrying cross there?
Bro?
That was weird. I don't know. They throw fireballs and stuff, so I feel like he's watching.
I'm not one to give life advice, but maybe we focus on finding love, Stone.
I agree. Let's go back to wrestling. The Bachelor. Sponsored by WellsMania podcast.
No,
content.
If I survive my interview with Cross, which hopefully I can get him to talk about his match with Zilla Fatu he's got coming up in Vegas in a few weeks, which is going to be fun, which is actually at the Luxor Hotel where I'll be staying.
Nice.
So I will definitely be attending that event. But if I survive my Cross interview, I believe you and I have a costume contest that we need to host.
We do, and Pluggo, Con, and Wheezy, you all are invited to come join us. It's Saturday, March 28th from 5:15 to 6 p.m. Payton and I are hosting for the second year in a row the annual Squared Circle Expo costume cosplay promo contest. And we had a blast last year. We had a lot of fun. Frank the Clown, he crashed. He got beat up by some little kid dressed up like Orange Cassidy. It was awesome. And I've thrown it out there. There's a wrestling cosplay group on Facebook that the Macho Verse, I'm sure you all know. Who the Macho Verse is. Yeah, dig it. Unfortunately, he won't be able to attend. That dude is a very busy man. He's all over everywhere. But I'm hoping some of the people in that Facebook group will travel because there are some really good cosplays out there that I think would do really well in this contest. Like last year, we had a dude who thought he was literally Ric Flair. I mean, this guy, he was so unhinged like the Nature Boy. I think he thought he was the Nature Boy. And we had a dude who looked like Dirty Dom. I mean, you double take, you're like, holy shit, it's Dom Mysterio. And you're like, wait a minute, that's not Dom Mysterio. But the guy looked like Dom. And my buddy David, he dressed up as Rowdy Roddy Piper. I told him if he dresses up like John Nada from They Live, I may or may not give him my vote because I'm a big They Live guy. Long live Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Already taint the votes here.
Wait, did I say that out loud? Oh shit!
Cut that, bro.
You might edit
Yeah.
You're gonna edit that out,
the
brother.
sanctity of that cosplay contest is
out
on
there
the
now.
line here.
Let me hit the rewind button. So everybody's got a fair chance in the costume cosplay contest.
Just put it
So
out there like that.
If you think you have what it takes, 5:15 to 6 p.m., Wyndham, Indianapolis West, Payton and I will be hosting, and we're going to need judges. So Pluggo, Con, and Wheezy, I would love for you three. I know y'all are going to be busy doing your thing, but if you have that little stretch of time where you want to come run wild and get on the mic, because that crowd
absolutely make time for that.
Appreciate that. That crowd was electric last year. They were in it.
Don't be like Frank the Clown and start fighting the children on stage.
Oh my God.
That sounds
There goes my whole plan
about
for the
right.
weekend.
I'll fight a kid.
What'd you say, Wheezy?
Fight a kid.
That sounds like him. I'm not surprised by that one bit.
Yeah, Frank is a jabroni. We love him though. He's our favorite jabroni. But yeah, that is what Payton and I have planned. Now, as far as interviews go, I'm looking at the poster right now, and I want to know who each of you are really gunning for to interview. Payton, think of another person outside of Karrion Kross, but don't say his name because you might black out again. I'm looking at the poster, and the first person that really jumps out at me, and I cannot believe he's going to be there, Dennis Rodman, the Worm,
bro.
WWE Hall of Famer. Because last week, when Ed, Payton, and I were talking about Dennis Rodman, the news broke a couple days later that he's going in to the WWE Hall of Fame. Now, I'm a little bummed because I wanted that spot to go to Cyndi Lauper. But another year going by where Cyndi Lauper will not be in the WWE Hall of Fame. What the hell's going on out here? But congratulations to the Worm, Dennis Rodman. Some other people on here that are jumping out at me. Big Show, Trish Stratus, Wheezy Blonde's friend, Trish Stratus, Lita, Diamond Dallas Page, Kevin Nash. We got Shotzi Blackheart, Orange Cassidy, Takamichi Noku, and so many more. Those are just only a few names. So we're going to go around the horn here. We're going to start with you, Pluggo. Who are you really looking forward to meeting, getting an interview with? Who are you excited to see?
Oh man, I don't know. Like you nailed it. Like Dennis Rodman. Like, listen, if anybody wants to donate to that photo op, which I saw that price, listen, my tips are open on the socials there. That would be Dennis Rodman is my second favorite basketball player of all time.
Who's your first?
Hakeem Olajuwon, Rockets
really?
legend.
The dream? Wow,
Yeah.
Dream, baby.
Yes. So that would be definitely one. Honestly, gunning for interviews, like this is, like I said, it's my first go about it. So I just don't really, I'm just going and hoping to like figure it out as I go. Kind of in the Wheezy vein, I kind of just play things fast and loose a little bit. So we'll see what happens. But if the mood strikes, but yeah, it looks like I can't believe Dennis Rodman is there. That's just, I'm going to be in the same building as Dennis Rodman. Like, I got to behave, as Wheezy said. You know what I'm saying? I can't be as bad as I want to be.
Yeah, some act right.
Steal a line.
Well played.
Yeah.
Well played.
No, but that would definitely be up there for sure. And just to see you guys, I just want to see everybody. I just want to come. I'm going to come bug you guys. You're going to be like, get away from me, dude. I'm doing really big things. And I'm like, hey, guys, remember me?
Lucky for you, Pluggo, I do not charge for autographs. I do not charge for pictures. I do not charge for collabs. If you see me, it's all free,
Oh,
brother.
well, yeah, there you go. I'm doing an interview with WellsMania. You heard it here first.
For free.
For free.
What about you, Con? I know you said you got a lot, and I know that you you got a friend of the WellsMania podcast, Sam Knight, the right hand of
Right hand of
God.
God, my brother.
He doesn't really go by Sam Knight anymore. He's got some weird government name, Isaac Watson or what. I don't.
Yep.
Oh my God!
Sounds
Yeah,
weird.
I
I
was
still call
at
him
his
Knight to me,
retirement.
damn it. He's Sam Knight to me.
Sam Knight to me.
I was at his retirement match.
Yeah, I love Sam Knight. I've been in the ring with him. He speared me. It hurt.
Yeah.
But he, dude, it doesn't get any more classy than Sam Knight. That guy has been nothing but kind to me. You talk about the IWC being toxic. Being in the locker room with some wrestlers can be very toxic, especially somebody like me who's very unorthodox. I didn't go to some fancy training school. I didn't get trained by some as a matter of fact, I learned the ropes through Payton and guys like Sam Knight who took the time to really get in the ring with me and, pun intended, show me the ropes. And you know, I've been wrestling now on the indies for, what is it, 8 years? It's crazy to me. But thank you, Sam Knight, for just always just being so kind to me. And I really look forward to, that's one person that I really look forward to interviewing.
Yeah.
There at Squared Circle Expo. So I might crash the In Your House table.
Bro, you're more than welcome, bro. And
appreciate that.
And seriously, bro, like Sam, that's the best guy, bro. Like anything that the only reason I'm sitting here right now fellowshipping with these other amazing wrestling fans, amazing content creators is because of Sam Knight, because that dude took a chance on me, brought me into New Wave Pro, and we just traveled out. You know, you already know, managed him in many different
Hollywood House, baby.
Hollywood House, yeah, man, and managed him in his final match and everything, and yeah, it was just a vibe, bro. But as far as people that I am excited to interview, once again, besides for me, number one more than anything else is to go out there and fellowship with, you know, the other wrestling fans, other lovers of this, because this is like, I don't get a chance to go to stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been like we talk about fatherhood. My son, he's 16, he's gonna be 17 this year. You know, so
God bless you. God bless you, Con.
Yeah, man. But I would love to speak to a name like Willow Nightingale. I'm a huge fan of Willow Nightingale and all the work that she does with AEW. Huge fan of her style, for sure. Okada would be another name. I mean, obviously DDP. I grew up watching DDP. He's just amazing, bro. And then everything that he does in the wrestling community and outside of the wrestling community to help people with their wellness journey and to get right and get fit. Like, bro, he got a place in my heart forever. You know, and Dennis Rodman feels like a cop-out answer, but Dennis Rodman, bro, I mean, it's Dennis freaking Rodman. It's the Worm, you know, the only person to ever be a WWE Hall of Famer, an NBA champion, and a part of the NWO, bro. Come on, bro. That nobody can ever accomplish that.
Sweet. That's what that is. There we go.
Not to mention he was hanging out during the NBA Finals. During the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Dude, watching that documentary and learning all these things about Rodman, because we all knew he's been unhinged for a very long time.
Oh, yeah.
But during the NBA Finals, going out to Vegas and doing God knows what out there, and then coming back to the NBA Finals and whooping Karl Malone and John Stockton's ass all over the basketball court, Dennis Rodman needs to be studied. He needs to be studied.
A specimen.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And not to mention, I mean, he was with Carmen Electra. I mean, you think about the 90s. It doesn't get more 90s than Carmen Electra and Dennis Rodman. Yeah, I know, right? What about you, Wheezy? I know you'll probably be hanging out with Trish Stratus and getting an interview with her, which I'm really looking forward to that. I hope she is on your list.
That'd be dope.
But who all do you want to interview?
I am going to, I'm pretty sure I'm already doing Ruby Soho, who's from my area.
Yeah.
It's her first convention back in 2 years. So I'm going to talk to her. And then other people that I always like to, Ben Bishop is one. Saraya.
Ben Bishop. How are you? That dude is tall.
He's so tall.
Very
It's
tall.
shockingly tall. Like when you see it in person, you're like, what the hell? Oh my God. Doesn't feel real. Doesn't feel real. Ty Mello. Those are ones that really stand out immediately. Oh, I'd like to hit up CVV, Chris Van Vliet, see what he's doing.
Yeah. CVV, for sure.
See what he's doing.
Chris Van Vliet is like as massive as a mega star as he is. I mean, I think he's like the mecca when it comes to what we do.
Yeah.
If we all aspire to be anything like Chris Van Vliet, which I think we all kind of do, but in our own way.
Yeah.
That guy is so humble. He's so genuine. He's so kind. He takes the time, and I recommend Pluggo and Con go for CVV. Wheezy's right. He will give you advice. He will talk to you. He will joke around with you. He's a funny dude. Like that guy is so real. Like he's just real. Oozes
I have no
real.
idea how I forgot about that dude. I 100%, 200% want to tap in with CVV.
You should. That would be, and I guarantee you, if you asked him to come on your pod, he will. I mean, he hasn't came on WellsMania yet because I really haven't asked him to, but I'm sure if any of us did, he would take the time.
Yeah.
I know he's interviewing everybody.
Yeah.
And he doesn't forget about us little people. Not you, Wheezy. You're not a little person. But us over here.
I am.
No, Wheezy, you always sell yourself short. The number one request.
Doing shit, Wheezy. Come on.
The number one request on WellsMania podcast that I always. More Wheezy. Are you going to have Wheezy on next week and the week after and the week after? I'm like, guys, I'd be lucky if I get Wheezy one time in the year. Okay.
Man.
Well, thank you. That's very
shit.
nice. That's nice.
Well, I look. No, you're doing it big over there. You're doing it big, and this is what I do though. I will always remind you guys how badass each and every single one of you are.
I'm the same. Like, I'm gonna hype you up.
You are, dude. You and I like. It's like the Spider-Man point.
We the same, bro. You know what I'm saying? We the same.
Spider-Man point.
I feel really awkward being in the middle of that.
Right.
You are. You're sandwiched. You're in your house. Well,
they're just pointing at each other, but I'm like, are they pointing at me? Oh no, they're pointing at each other, and I'm just like, oh hey, sorry.
It's almost the Brady Bunch here. We're just missing some more Indiana wrestling content creators. Payton, outside of Karrion Kross, which we got to be very careful mentioning his name. That was still weird that happened.
Yeah.
You talk about blacking out to the cross jacket, and then you literally blacked out on the screen. Like that. No, this is real. There's no animatronics. There's no fancy gimmicks over here. That was crazy. So Payton, who else do you want to interview?
So, I mean, obviously, you could throw the huge names out there, the Rodmans, the Big Shows, their lines are going to be so long, though, probably going to be hard to get those people. So other than Kross, I'm just going to kind of play it by ear. I'll probably be doing a lot of live streams. And as we found out last year, sometimes the craziest things happen when you're just live. Spontaneous things go down. Like, James Ellsworth freaking interrupted my live. Mr. Kennedy interrupted my live.
Kennedy.
So sometimes that's the most fun, is just letting things happen. Because if you try to plan too much stuff, and then you promote all of that stuff, sometimes things fall through, and then, it's like, I promised people this, and then it ended up not happening because their line was too long or something. So just kind of I'm just going to kind of let it play out. A fun interview, Taka Michinoku would be fun. So I can ask him,
how his face is doing all these years later.
I can ask him what was running through his head other than the floor at Royal Rumble 2000,
Dude, during Royal Rumble season, I go back and rewatch. I can never get enough of Taka eating the floor at the Garden. Like, I know it's bad. I'm glad he's okay. But just watching him face plant, and then Jerry the King Lawler on commentary, oh yeah, good stuff right there. But you're right, Payton. That's great advice for Pluggo,
excellent advice.
And Con and any other first timers going, is go with the flow of the Expo.
You see me in the corner going live, crash that shit.
Yeah. And pace yourself too. You got 2 days. And let me give you the hours, because I know people are probably wondering, well, what time does the expo start? I'm glad you asked, because Friday from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m., signings till 9 p.m., after hours till 1 a.m., because there's a lot going on. The schedule is posted at Squared Circle Expo's Facebook page. Do yourself a favor and go look through the rundown. There's a lot of really cool panels and the costume contest that Payton and I are hosting. And also the shows. There's Black Label Pro show going on, and Squared Circle City's going on.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Grand Theft Auto theme, by the way, the Vice City theme. I've been, as someone who played the hell out of Vice City back in the day on the PS2, the nostalgia is real. Saturday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., signings till 6 p.m. So there's your schedule. Cram it all in, but also go at your own pace and wear deodorant. I can't.
Listen, y'all better wear.
Dang it! Really? I have to. I have to.
I'm not trying to smell that.
I wasn't talking to any of you. I was talking to the
natural, bro.
Which, by the way, I thought this would be a really cool thing to promote: getting our logos on deodorant and selling it, or passing it out at wrestling shows.
And you could partner. You could be the official sponsor of the Touching Grass podcast.
Yes,
Touching Grass deodorant.
Yes, exactly.
It's all selling.
And with Touching Grass, you never know what scent you're going to get, because nature, it could smell really.
You never
great.
know what's in the grass.
You never know what's in the grass.
I know we're getting close on time, so I don't want to derail this too far. But as a former karaoke DJ, I saw they have a karaoke after the Black Label Pro. What is your guys' karaoke song?
Oh, that's a great question.
What's your go-to?
Well, I will tell you that, and my wife will deny this to this day, but Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice. That is my number one karaoke jam. That's actually how I met my wife back in 2011.
I met my wife doing karaoke.
Shout out to that place in Greenwood. I was up on stage, and I looked out on the dance floor, and I saw she wasn't my wife then, but I saw Ashley, and I was like, okay, I got to focus, finish the song, but I want to meet her when I'm off the stage. And then unfortunately during that time, she was with somebody else. My goodness, what a journey, what a wild ride it's been for my wife and I, but we eventually got together, and we're now married with a kid. And I tell the story all the time. My wife fell in love with me when she saw me performing Ice Ice Baby. She denies it, but we all know that's the truth.
Awesome. That's awesome.
So yeah, Payton, now that I've made you throw up over there, hopefully you have some Pepto-Bismol. What's your karaoke? Payton, he's got a good heart. He just needs to find the right person to feel.
And he'll find him at the Squared Circle Expo.
Wrestling The Bachelor, sponsored by Touching Grass.
I don't have a karaoke song.
No karaoke.
I've never sang karaoke in my life, probably because being in the bar business, I've had to listen to it way too much. So I try to avoid it at all costs.
What's the worst song you've ever heard? How about that?
That's a good question.
Oh, God. Probably. For some reason, I've heard a lot of people attempt to sing American Pie, which is way too long to attempt.
Don McLean?
You know, it's like a 5-minute song, and it's when you can't sing, not a good choice.
Yeah, that's what makes karaoke great. That's what makes it great.
Yeah. You're not supposed to be good at it.
The worse you are, the better.
Yeah.
That's why you pick a short song.
Tequila.
Yeah, tequila. Oh man. What about you, Wheezy? You're a big karaoke singer.
I'm all over the damn place. I love karaoke. Okay. So I think right off the bat, I usually go to like Nickelback or Creed, but you have to sing it in the cadence of Nickelback or Creed. You don't showboat, because I can sing. I actually like to sing, so I got to do stuff that is not that. So you got to get the rasp in there.
Arms wide open.
I just heard. Yeah, you got to do all that little. Yeah. So that's usually my go-to. If not, then it's Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Britney Spears, like 2000s pop.
I love that. I actually, I'll try to always assemble 4 other dudes to do I Want It That Way by Backstreet Boys. Usually end up getting like 2. So then I got to do like Kevin's part, Nick Carter's part.
Gives you all of it.
I'll be all 5 Backstreet Boys if I have to, but
that should be your goal. This for the expo. Get 3 other wrestlers to sing it with you at the karaoke night.
I'll sing it. You don't even have to ask.
How
I'm
about
in.
the five of us, Payton? Make your karaoke debut.
You could be the Backstreet Boy the one that no one cares
Come
about,
on, Payton.
like Howie or something.
Come on, Payton.
Oh, you just offended Wheezy. She's the biggest Howie Backstreet Boy
Is it
fan
like I know? Like in my household, AJ McLean is on a pedestal with Mrs. Pluggo. I'd have to Kevin maybe. Who's the like?
Kevin.
Not,
I like Kevin. Kevin's the oldest one.
Is it Brian? I think it's Brian is the one that nobody really cares about that much, right?
No,
Really?
it's definitely Howie.
It's Howie.
Is it Howie? Okay.
Yeah, it's Howie.
Because Brian is like the lead singer.
Yeah, he's like,
but I mean, like, I never hear anybody go, "I'm a big Brian Luttrell fan." Like,
he's so boring.
Back when I was in
AJ
elementary,
McLean had
middle
some
school,
spice. Like Brian's boring.
Listen, Mrs. Pluggo has an AJ McLean head pillow, and it is creepy. And I live, it's I know.
You know why? Because she wants it that way. Okay?
I know she does. I was well known for a long time in these parts as the guy that sang Justin Bieber's "Baby."
Love me some Biebs.
I will belt out some Biebs.
I got a fun.
Oh, the one with Sean Kingston.
The one with Ludacris.
No, well, I'm thinking of a different one. I'm thinking of a different one.
Yeah, you are. I could belt that out. Even the rap part, I got it down.
Before we get to Khan's karaoke song, I got a fun Justin Bieber story. It's kind of crazy of what happened after this incident. But I was out at the Indiana State Fairgrounds, which y'all are very familiar with the Indiana State Fair. This is the Indiana wrestling content creators, after all. We all have ate so much food, maybe not Payton, but definitely me, at the Indiana State Fair. Where was I going? See, this is where my brain. This is what
you were talking about. Justin Bieber.
Oh yeah, Bieber. So I went to a Drake concert. This was back before Bieber, so that's the time frame here. Drake, in front of everybody there, says, "I want to introduce you to somebody who's about to take off, about to blow up, Justin Bieber." And he comes out with his hoodie on. He's this little kid. And we're looking, who the fuck is Justin Bieber? And then boom, Baby hit. And Justin Bieber mania ran wild. Not really sure what's going on with old Biebs nowadays. He's definitely been through it. Him and Shia LaBeouf. I don't know what the hell is going on with those two guys, but in Kanye, you can throw Kanye in there too. They've all been. They're going through some things, so I pray for all 3 of those guys. But another funny story, real quick, Con. I know, I'm sorry.
You're good. No, you're good, man.
I'm at the Greenwood Park Mall. I used to work at Sports Fanatics. If any of you have ever been to Sports Fanatics, I worked there for a long time. So long that one of the guys at guest services comes up to us. Hey, there's this young up-and-coming R&B singer performing. And he's like, he's the next Usher. And me and my dude look at each other like, the next Usher? You gotta be kidding me. You want to know who it was performing live in concert at the Greenwood Park Mall before his song blew up like a week later? Chris Brown.
Oh, Chris Brown.
I got to see Chris Brown's Run It before Run It ran wild.
Oh man.
And before he got into all his controversies with Rihanna. Man, Chris Brown, you really fucked up, bro. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. It's neither here nor there. I'm not going to go on a tangent about Chris Brown, although I could. That could be touching grass, Wheezy. There's a touching grass segment. Artists who really disappointed and let you down.
No, that's what we know. That's a different. That's not touching grass.
No.
That's
avoid that.
That's a different episode right there. That is not touching grass. But yes, okay, Con. What is your number one karaoke song? 10 minutes later.
You're all good, but you guys are talking about like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. I'm more from that background of like, B2K, you know, that type TLC, you know,
Oh yeah.
you know, that type vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, maybe a little New Edition up in the mix, you know.
What about Jagged Edge?
Jagged Edge, you know, that
Love
type
Jagged
vibe,
Edge.
you know what I'm saying?
There's a
But
dude in Jagged Edge named Kyle, and I really liked him.
okay, I'm sure you haven't met a Kyle that you haven't liked.
I'll think about that.
I guess my number one song would probably be Nice and Slow by Usher.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice and Slow by Usher.
And that is how Mrs. Howse fell in love with you.
Now tell me, you wanna get freaky, like, you know, that type stuff, you know that.
Oh yeah,
Baby making music right there. That's why you got 3 kids. I get it.
Hey, listen, you said it, I didn't.
he didn't deny it though either.
See, Payton, you do a little karaoke, you might find yourself one.
Payton, come on, bro, come on.
I'll pass.
You know what? I changed my answer. I'm looking forward to interviewing the future Mrs. Stone Payne.
Hey, if you interview her, let me know.
Yeah.
He's so done with you guys. He's like, shut up. My God.
Over it.
Wrestling, The Bachelor, sponsored
Would
by
you
In
give
Your
it
House
a
Wrestling
rest?
Podcast.
I'm on vacation.
It's true. And speaking of that, Payton, we will not take up any more of your time. We will let you all get back to your busy lives. But before we go, I just want to say thank you guys again. Wheezy, Con, Pluggo, Payton, for taking the time to run wild on this episode. And hopefully all of you out there watching, you were entertained by this, you were informed by this. And if you see any of us at Squared Circle Expo, come up to us and say hi. Introduce yourselves to us. Be respectful. Be kind. Don't be a jabroni. Don't be an asshole. Don't be anything that none of us want to deal with. Be kind. It goes a long way. And just be respectful. Treat everybody like they're like how you want to be treated. And hopefully you want to be treated good. Okay. There are miserable people out there, but hopefully none of y'all show up this weekend. Stay positive. And
it's fine. I don't think Sean Ross Sapp's going to be there. We should be fine.
No, he will be there.
Yes, he will.
Oh, damn it.
Yes.
I'll do it.
There is a beef between
beef
Payton and Sean Ross Sapp. Payton, why don't you tell everybody what's going on?
Look, the beef. Hey, the beef could have ended if that Paulcade Battle Royal, but you decided to save him for some reason. So
yeah,
Kyle knows where his bread is buttered.
I know.
Look, I was whooping Sapp's ass in this Battle Royal, and I was about to eliminate him, and then Mr. Megamondo over here had to come in and play the hero and save him.
Wow.
He
Imagine wanting to save Sean. What's wrong with you?
He offered Mondo potassium. Anybody who offers Mondo potassium, Mondo's going to say yes every time. Come on now. He promised a nice bunch of bananas.
He betrayed you immediately after.
He did. I will not forget that. You know, you're right. He did throw Mondo over after he helped him. So maybe I got some unfinished business with old Sean Ross Sapp. But no, you look forward to seeing people like that you don't normally see on a day-to-day basis. But that's the beauty of pro wrestling. It literally unites us all. Now, we all come from this great state of Indiana, but you saw on Squared Circle Expo all the states that are going to be there, people that have bought tickets from almost every state in the United States of America. So yeah, Wheezy, you talked about how small Squared Circle Expo once upon a time was. Nah, it is massive now.
Those lines will be all the way around the building like they were for Sting. I'm sure for Dennis Rodman, Okada, it'll be out the door and wrapped around.
Ed told us that you bring up Sting. There is a designated room, and I'm sure y'all, well, Pluggo and Con, you are not familiar with this room, but you will be. Wheezy, Payton, there's the one room where the one superstar is, where the line literally wraps around the convention. They call that the Sting room. That is where the worm will be. So
I figured.
Yeah, that line is going to be ridiculous. And so much so, great content. If any of you just go interview people in line, they will give you, Payton and I did this last year, they will give you some great content. And as a matter of fact, there were 2 like massive TikTokers in line that Peyton and I had no idea who they were, but people are like, did you guys have any idea who you just walked by? And we're like,
I don't know. I don't even remember who they are now. Wheezy might know. They're a couple that does like reaction.
Oh, Johnny and
videos.
Marissa.
yes,
Yeah.
Johnny and Marissa.
Johnny and Marissa, who I did not know who they were, but I do know who they are now. They follow me. I follow them. That's another. Those are some other people that we should get on all of our podcasts, because they have a lot of stories to share, and I love hearing everybody's stories. So,
Me too.
But before we go, is there anything else that we need to promote to get people hyped that we haven't already? I think the timing here, we pretty much covered it in the hour and some change, running wild here. But is there anything else that you guys can think of?
No, I mean, I'm excited for the panels, to be a part of the panels. I mean, I know we kind of talked about that, but yeah, those are going to be amazing.
Yeah, and that schedule, once again, Squared Circle Expo's Facebook page. They've got the whole calendar of events. And just remember, this is a wrestling show, card always subject to change, which we've had some superstars already cancel. Little bum that Heath Slater won't be there. I was looking
I am
forward
too.
Yeah.
He's been there
My
every
guy-
year.
He's over there, right there on the wall, my man.
He's also got kids.
He's got
Yeah, he
kids.
does. That's why he's my guy.
I was going to ask him, I wasn't a dad last year at Squared Circle Expo. I'm a dad now this year. I was going to ask him, how can I get rid of this gray in my beard?
Just
Last
for men,
year-
bro.
Last year on our way out, because we had all got there right working from WrestleMania. It was the week after, I think.
Yeah, it
And
was.
I hadn't
It
slept.
was.
I was in the elevator, and the only other person in the elevator with me was Heath. And he looked so tired, and I was tired. And we just looked at each other, and he was like, "Did you work Mania?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm tired." He goes, "Me too. I'm ready to go home." None of us did the after things or anything. Everybody was so tired. So I'm excited to go with more energy this year and it not be right after Mania. No one's all burnt out of events and everything already. You kind of get to kick everything off with this. So it should be a good time.
Yeah, and I'm glad that they scheduled it the way that they did this year, because you're right, Wheezy. Being out there in Vegas, I was out in Vegas. I had a residency for 8 days. My wife and we were out there for 8 days in Vegas, which is a long time to be in the desert.
Is.
But we made the most of it. And then coming back, I told my wife, I said, well, you do not have to go with me to Squared Circle Expo. You can if you want. I understand if you don't want to. She's like, I'll be at home on the couch. You enjoy the 2 days at the Wyndham. So I kind of got that spiel again this year. So, but I like the idea of our significant others hosting an episode and seeing what kind of conversations they would give the viewers. That would be just a cornucopia of randomness, because I don't think any of our significant others have met each other, so that'd be interesting. And Payton hasn't met his yet, but she's there, Payton.
She's there.
All right, let's wrap this up. This is
Right back to that every time.
I knew that I'd hear the wrap up music in my headphones here. So, all right, let's go around the horn here. Everybody plug one at a time here. Plug your social medias. Where can people find you and all that good stuff? Pluggo, we'll start with you.
Well, I actually said I'm Pluggo, so you search Pluggo. My face pops up on all social media platforms there. Every Thursday night over at Love Wrestling on Love Wrestling CA. I'm with JPJ doing Between Two Beards at B2 Beards for that. We go down at 8 o'clock every Thursday night. And on the weekends, I am doing an independent wrestling podcast called For Exposure. And all of my writings are up on Love Wrestling CA right now. And I contribute over at the Main Event Wrestling Network.
Busy man.
Try to be.
Dude, I'm impressed. I'm really glad that you're getting all those opportunities as well.
Thank you.
Very deserved. Con House in your house. Literally in your house, wherever you might be in your house watching this.
Yeah, you might be. You might be. Yes, man, in your house. I'll try to keep this tight, man. Yeah, we are out there doing a whole lot of work on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify is where you can hear us for the audio version. And also we go live on Facebook, X, Twitch, and Facebook, X, and Twitch. And we do a Tuesday show. We do a Monday Night Raw review on Tuesday. That goes at 6 p.m. Then on Wednesdays, we do the ECW watch along where we go back and watch along with old ECW matches. Sometimes we'll cover different stories. Right now, we're in rivalry season where we're covering different rivalries from ECW. So that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Then on Thursday, we do our AEW review show. We review Dynamite. And then our flagship show, the Sunday House Party, where we discuss all things pro wrestling, maybe fallout from pay-per-views, maybe something crazy that happened over the weekend, anything, everything. We talk about it on Sunday, 4 shows a week. We give it to y'all. Once again, Apple Podcast, Spotify. Come join the household. We get you at work. I appreciate y'all's time. And hopefully I can get a lot of y'all on the show at some point.
Dude, you definitely bring the work. That's a lot. That's a plate. That's a smorgasbord of content. But I love it, man. I love it. That's the beauty of what we do is like you can literally catch us on any night doing anything.
Yep.
And I'm glad that you're getting all the content out there. And I'm looking forward to crashing Wrestling Crashers. That's another idea for a movie. Wrestling Crashers. I'm going to crash the In Your House table there. At
well, be careful letting him on your show because he's not allowed on Spotify anymore. So.
Oh no!
Spotify. You know.
Oh, you had to. I mean, you had that one coming. Just after trying to set him up with love.
Real quick before we get to Wheezy. Okay, you know the biggest heel turn last year was not John Cena turning heel. No. It was Spotify throwing WellsMania podcast through the barbershop window due to music infringement, copyright. I got hit with it, and instead of removing the episodes that they flagged me, they just went ahead and suspended my whole account.
Yo,
I'm sorry. That's awful.
They're like, we got to make an example out of this Wells guy. We got to set the tone.
And
this fool.
WellsMania podcast. I don't make any money off of the pod. The money that I make comes from the merch. You guys know how it is.
Yeah, I get it.
The merch and the TikToks. But as far as the pod goes, this show, I don't make any money off of it. I do this out of the passion of what I do and what we do. And Spotify's like, fuck you. I don't care. You're suspended.
You out, bro.
They literally.
We shouldn't laugh at that, but we all been there. We all kind of know. Yeah,
but you know what? It's a blessing in disguise because it led to this right here on YouTube. I feel like doing video podcasts are very few and far between. A lot of people focus on the audio, which is great. I love the audio aspect, but I've really grown to love the video because I could see each and every single one of you, and I can get you guys from wherever you're at. You just so happen to be in the state of Indiana with me. But if I wanted to get somebody, overseas, I might not be able to have done that. I don't know how I would dial up with them. Right here, powered by StreamYard, exclusively on YouTube, I could literally talk to anybody in the world. So take that, Spotify. Yeah.
Whatever you got to tell yourself.
I know. I would like to make my grand return to Spotify because I kid you not, I had over like 5,000 listeners on there and I just lost them all. And for whatever reason, you would think that it would translate to them finding me here. No, it's a weird drop off from the height that I was growing on Spotify to just, oh, hey, you're on YouTube now? Yeah, I am. I've been there for almost a year. So
it's a grind, brother. It's a grind.
It is a grind. And my wife told me, don't focus on those who aren't viewing or listening to your pod. Focus on the ones that are.
That's solid advice. That really is.
Yeah. And I always tell people it's like Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. It's true.
I couldn't be more excited for Mrs. Pluggo and Kyle, the guys that listen to my pod.
Right. You got me, brother. You got me. What about you, Wheezy? Where can people find you?
You can find everywhere that I am at wheezyblonde.com. I host a podcast with my friend Minnie Portable every other week. I'm live Mondays, Fridays, and everything else. There's really no schedule. I am just shenanigans and tomfoolery, and I just throw things out at the wall and hope they stick. And thank you for watching me.
I love it. And shout out to Mini Portable. Shout out to all the female wrestling content creators for doing what y'all do. I love it. I love it.
It's good to
I
see.
hate. Yeah, it is great to see, and I hate that I saw Mini Portable was getting some blowback on something that she posted not too long ago, and I'm just like, y'all are haters, y'all are jealous,
Dweebs. I call them. They're all dweebs.
they are. Here's a word from the 90s, they're dorks. They're L7 weenies.
You would think in 2026 people have the power to just change the station, but I guess that's lost on how, if you don't
They're
like
not even
something,
worth
just
my energy anymore.
move on. Just move on.
Who?
It's all engagement, baby.
Exactly. What about you, Florida man? Watch out for Gerald the Dolphin. He might kidnap you down there.
Or Karen Cross.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably rather deal with Cross if this dolphin's forcing people into slave labor or something like this other guy says.
This dude literally said he got kidnapped by a dolphin. The dolphin forced him to build underwater cities and condos.
Oh man,
I think Wheezy said it best. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Or was it meth?
Hey,
either one.
I don't know.
If it's Florida, it's cocaine. If it's the Midwest, Indiana scene, it's definitely meth
in the Midwest.
Yes, which reminds me of Lawrence Taylor. That takes me to my next point. Don't smoke crack. That was from the Waterboy. And speaking of the Waterboy, the Big Show, Captain Insano shows no mercy. Go ahead, Payton. God, I'm so bad at staying on track here.
Yeah, you are. Stone Payne Productions on TikTok, Instagram, now Facebook. After Wells, berated me enough to finally make a Facebook page.
Yes, it wouldn't let me tag you. I'm like, it won't. Payton Payne, it will not let me tag you. So
it's because Facebook sucks. It's awful.
Take that, Zuckerberg. Where's your jetpack, Zuckerberg?
But no, you can find everything in my link tree. So just go there and find all the good stuff.
Well, I love you all, and thank you all so much for taking the time to run wild on this episode. I hope it's as fun for you as it is for me. And all of you out there watching, these are the best of the best right here. These are the best wrestling content creators, not just in Indiana, but in the entire world. So if you're not following them for whatever reason, change that. Go follow them, go support them, buy their merch. And if you want to meet Pluggo, Howse, Wheezy, Payton, and maybe even me, you can do that this weekend at Squared Circle Expo 6, Wyndham, Indianapolis West, Friday, March 27th and Saturday, March 28th. It's going to be the time of your life. So I look forward, and my goal is to collab with each of you. Won't take up too much of your time, but I would like to at least get a little something. Who knows, Wheezy? Someone might crash our interview at Squared Circle Expo 6.
You never know.
That's the beauty of the expo.
It'll be me.
Yeah, it'll be Pluggo.
That's fine.
It's gonna be me.
I'm gonna do the walk behind you guys and be like, oh hey, didn't see you there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or just spear me and then take the mic and then you can finish the interview with Wheezy.
Oh, dude,
I encourage.
My spear game ain't on point, dude. I ain't Big Justice.
I'll take that. Big Justice.
Big Justice.
Shout out to Big Justice and AJ, the Costco guys, which I still have yet to have a chicken bake from Costco. We need to change that.
We gotta change.
So that is officially going to do it for episode 209 of WellsMania podcast. The Indiana wrestling content creators, thank you guys so much. Look forward to seeing all of you at Squared Circle Expo 6. Until next episode, take care, stay positive, run wild, and dominate the day. Maybe if I can hit the end button.